process of death, because it's going to be this big thing. Sometimes the spirit will leave, your soul will leave the body, not even realize it's left the body. It's so easy. We die every night, we go to sleep. We do. Our soul will leave out of the crown chakra, and we go to the spiritual realms, and we meet our guides, our teachers, our friends and family, and we go to schools, we go to prepare for next events in our upcoming time in the future. How many people here have had dreams of your loved ones that passed over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Most of us have. It's maybe not remembering in the conscious mind, but we have because we're with them. We're with them. At the process of when you graduate from this schoolroom and you go back home to spirit, which is your home, one of the first things that every single person has is a life review. And you've probably heard about this from Eben Alexander, who's been here, and Brian Weiss has been here, and many, many practitioners, my colleagues and associates, talk about that. It's very, very true. I know it from a spirit point of view. I also know it because I had a near-death experience, so I know about it. I was very, very aware when I had food poisoning and I went to the bathroom for the 12th time in, 5 hours, and out of that way, and I hit my head on the counter, and I popped out of my body, and I was looking down, and went, I won't say the word I said because it's not very spiritual per se, but I was, in a way, a shock to me that I was like, wow, I was out of the body. And I was like, what's going on here? But I knew I wasn't dead. I was just like hanging out, like, okay, what am I doing here? Just fine. I'm fine with it. Just what am I doing here? Because I've gone through deep states of meditation and so forth. I've been similar places. But I just wanted to know what was going on. I was very curious. And immediately I had an awareness of my cousin Patricia, who had completed suicide 30 years before, who taught me metaphysics when I was a kid, who I'd never seen. Even with the work I do, I'd not seen her. And she looked right at me in my soul. She looked right at me. Steel blue eyes she had. And we connected. And she said to me without words, just telepathically, she said, you're here because you're meant to be here. And I said, can you help me? What's going on here? She goes, it'll be over soon. And I said, can you please clarify that? Do you mean over or over? Because I need help here. I'm like, hello, I need some help going on here. Can you please, Patricia? I was like stuck. I was like, what the heck? So immediately I was aware, and you have to remember that this is outside of time as we know it. So there's no linear time, so I'm kind of just aware of everything all at once, all this knowingness all at once. And I was also very, very aware on some level that every single human has, if you will, a ribbon or a thread coming out of the top of the head, which is if you will, connected to a tapestry or a matrix, a human matrix. Around, and that's the universal matrix, and that's all I can say. But I had the realization that my thoughts, everyone's thoughts, will color that ribbon depending on what the thought was. So if the thought was one of love, compassion, and complete oneness, if you will, with people and understanding of people, the colors are pastel light colors, beautiful colors, and they bled into that tapestry, that matrix, and colored that, influencing that. And I knew if they had dark or they had negative thinking or limited thinking, it would turn murky colors and dark colors, and it wasn't very pretty. And in turn, that matrix didn't look very pretty. And I realized at the same time that when we pass over, we look back at the design which we've created based on our thoughts, our words, and our deeds. How we treated one another. How did we use our soul's energy? How do we use the energy? And there is no God that goes, you go there, you go there, you go there. You judge yourself. You're your own God. You look back at the tests and you see if you passed those tests, those lessons, or you did not. And it's your responsibility. It's not the parents that might have abused you or weren't there for you or never distant from you. It's not the job you didn't get or that, whatever it is. It's you yourself are responsible. Your soul is responsible for everything because you are God. You are that oneness. You are the one.